Well, summer certainly is in full swing, and we really are on the go, whether it's around town, maybe you're finally getting to take that great vacation you've been waiting on, and we really do need an all-day shoe, and FILA has created it. This is called the Twin Air Mesh Slip-On Sneaker. It is a wonderful, I think, really upgraded, updated design. You really get that FILA Italian original influence in terms of the look of it. It's super easy to take on and off. Like I literally stood up and put these on. I didn't have to sit down, I didn't have to tie them, I didn't have to bend over. I literally stood up, threw them on, and on the set I went. Now we've got a couple of great color choices. The one you're seeing right there is called black tie-dye. We also have a solid black, which means even the heel is completely black. The #1 most popular by far in the last hour is going to be this beautiful white that has this really lovely, very pastel-y, I think very feminine tie-dye. So that is the most popular one that we have so far. Then the next one you can see, you saw this briefly. This is called the black with the tie-dye. Notice it's got a white base to it, makes it really fresh. Then we have basically a solid black, which I think really elevates this. And for me, a solid black, you can get away with wearing it like to the office because no one really notices it. The only white is going to be a little bit here, and of course the logo's gray, but isn't that pretty? Just an awesome solid black. And then finally, our last color is this gorgeous blue. I think it is incredibly white friendly, red, white, and blue friendly, and very, very denim friendly if you're picking that one up. Now, here's something else they did that's 100% exclusive. Not only do we have medium widths, but they created wide widths just for today for our best value. And then in sizing, to help you out on that, we start in size 6, then we go 6.5, whole and a half sizes up through size 10, 11, and even go to size 12. All right, Miss Kaylin's joining me once again to talk about these awesome FILA shoes. Welcome back. Look at you, still happy,
Yep.
Still jogging in.
Jogging, they're so lightweight. This is what I want to do. I just want to jog in these shoes.
Jog, dance, run after the grandkids, the kids, whatever. You can do it in this.
All of it, all of it. And I love how you said iconic. If you know FILA, you love us. We are an iconic brand. We're over a century old,
wow,
which is absolutely incredible. And although we have been around for over 100 years, we are still so relevant. And that's because it's a legendary brand, always pushing boundaries, making performance absolutely beautiful. That is what we do at FILA. So we're gonna look at the shoe and how gorgeous. Not only did I jog onto set because performance, they're so comfortable and they're so lightweight, but they're beautiful. And it's the slip-on effect. It's the lack of the laces. It's very sleek, it's clean. It goes back to our Italian roots. We were found in Biella, Italia. So back to our Italian roots. We love a good, sleek design, a unique fashion-forward design, and that is what the Twin Accolade is.
Sure is, absolutely. All right, so let's jump into the features. I want to start with the mesh top because it's all done in a knit. If you've never, ever, ever had a knit shoe, you do not honestly know what you're missing. Knit shoes are the best. I have one pair at home and I love them because again, easy to put on. Mine have shoelaces, which I set and forget about, but I don't like the laces compared to this.
Right.
Because this is so much more elevated.
It is more elevated, it's easier because it's a true slip-on style.
Yep.
Extremely easy to slip on and off. And I want to talk about some of the details that I love about this shoe. First off, you said the upper mesh. Breathability. It's so breathable, and especially during these absolutely flaming hot months in Florida. I mean, it feels like it is 1,000 degrees outside right now.
It's so hot right now.
It is so hot right now. It doesn't matter if the sun's down. It's still hot. It's icky. It's sticky. And when you take those shoes off, sometimes it's not a good smell. So breathability is so key, especially in these summer months. And that upper mesh not only allows for breathability, but for comfort. If you see this stretch, if you have bunions, I have a little bit of a bunion from dance. I used to dance. If you have a wonky toe, we have this stretch to the foot, so it really morphs to your foot with that upper mesh. Then we have the elastic on the vamp. And look at this stretch.
I think that's so sharp.
So sharp because we have the FILA logo that is just sleek and beautiful. But then the elasticity of it allows for it to move when you walk, and it also keeps the shoe on and in place. It gives it that structure, but it's non-binding because of the elasticity. Then we have the 2 loops at the tongue and heel. That makes it extremely easy to slip on and off. when you're trying to put on this true slip-on shoe. And then one of my favorite features, it's this stretch knit that's around the ankle. This stretch knit is so flexible. Look at this stretch. I mean, that's incredible stretch, but then look at it bounce back. So this is a shoe that's just really going to move with you. And then we can't forget what makes it so lightweight, and that is the EVA. It's this material right here. It's almost like a rubber, but it's more of a foam. It's lightweight, it's flexible, and it's stretchy. So, boop. I love to do this with a shoe.
It's like, if I could hold this with one finger, I would. Like, and you know what,
that's like a magic trick.
Yeah, it is. It's like, ooh, just would rise above. It is incredibly lightweight. And I think sometimes when you hear the word lightweight, you fear, is there going to be structure? Do I have arch support? Do I have the kind of support that we need in a shoe? Because you ever get a really badly made shoe and your ankles roll on it, or you don't feel like you're really balanced in the center. When you put these on, you can feel how it's molded so that your foot stays very, very balanced. There's not this wobbly feeling like you'll find in really inferiorly designed shoes. You've had them before. They're uncomfortable. They're hard to wear, actually.
They are.
With this one, I think the reason that your feet can go, go, go all day long, and again, could be chasing after the kids, the grandkids, you know, taking the dog on the walk, going to the grocery store, or if you're lucky enough, you're gonna go down some cobblestone streets in some fabulous European town. These are gonna go with you, and you'll be happy and smiling all day. Because there's nothing worse than taking a new pair of tennis shoes, and then there's a break-in period, or you didn't wear them long enough, and you're like, oh, daggone. For me, it's rubbing around my outside ankle. I have really weird bony ankles. And what happens if there's too much padding right in that spot, it just rubs the heck out of them. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, seriously? And when I tried them on the store, it didn't feel that bad. You walk a few miles in them, now you're like, oh man, I didn't realize it. This will not do that because of that wonderful rib knit around the ankle area. It just is so smooth and it feels so good. You'll love the fact that you don't have to fight to put them on and take them off.
Oh yeah.
If you're going through that TSA line, you're the happy one. Everybody else is sitting down trying to tie their tennis shoes back up. You will not have to do that. In fact, I put these shoes standing straight up. I was up, all I did was use a chair. I threw them on, and because of the little helper handle, it just slipped on beautifully. I didn't have to sit in a chair and get all bent over and try to lace something. And there's just something wonderful about the FILA brand. They've been known for, like you said, over 100 years. They're known worldwide. They're that fun, iconic brand that when you're rocking FILA, even the 20-year-olds go, all right, Grandma, you got something going there. They really do.
It's so true.
I totally appreciate people when they're rocking FILA. You're like, oh, look at you. You're wearing that brand. And it's so much fun to have it at a really affordable price tonight.
Absolutely, because it's that iconic brand. We've been around for over a century, like you said. Originally an athletic brand that turned into a lifestyle brand in the 1970s. So many iconic moments have happened with FILA, introducing color to tennis.
So cool.
Inventing the original tennis shoe in the 80s.
Wow.
Okay, so if we invented the original tennis shoe, I mean, you have to get one of our tennis shoes, one of the sneakers. So there's so many incredible things about our brand, but the number one thing is making performance beautiful and creating styles that are effective, not only unique and novel, but effective. And that's the technology behind this shoe. It's comfortable, it's flexible, it's slip-on, it's sleek, because we're not fussing with the laces. That's something that can be not only inconvenient, but like we said earlier, sometimes it's a little bit casual or a little sloppy looking. This is elevated, this is more sleek, it can take you through your day. And I'm a sneakerhead, I'm always on my feet, I wanna feel comfortable. I love the athleisure vibe and look, but I don't wanna look too casual. You know, I'm a new mom, I have a 6-month-old that's, you know, on my hip 24/7. I need to be in comfortable shoes, okay? So I like to build my outfit around my shoe.
I love that.
So I love to get a shoe like this from FILA that is going to slip on. It's going to be easy, whether I'm walking the dogs, pushing the baby in the stroller, doing errands. Performance isn't just on the court, it's our day-to-day tasks. It's our everyday activities. And this is the shoe that's gonna get you through that day, but you're gonna look beautiful, you're going to look sleek, and you're definitely going to be comfortable.
Yeah, now I'm gonna give you some options tonight because we do love to give you options and be able to get a couple pairs of these, and I especially love FlexPay. If you wanna get this home with any major credit card, it's $13.33, and you have 3 months, to pay it off, which is awesome. So for around $14, you can get it home. Now, if you're saying, well, I don't know, I've never tried this style before, maybe you've always worn the Velcro or the tie ones, get it home, and if you don't love it, you have 30 days days to send it back, and we're gonna refund your money. We want you to be happy, of course, but I think you're not gonna send it back. In fact, I feel about 99.9% positive that these are keepers. I have been so happy when I knew I was gonna be able to do this sort of athleisure, really cool, hip, FILA, first, I love the name, but do a sneaker, do a pull on like this. I was like, hallelujah. I'm on my feet for 3 hours on the air and another hour or two running around this building.
Right.
And so when the hosts get to do a show like this, we're super excited. And I knew when we have the name, Kaylin, that it was gonna be top notch, like really bringing out the very best. And please don't let the $39 fool you. There's a lot of great FILA shoes out there that you'll spend $139 on. You can find them at all the different stores that are out there. I mean, easily.
Right.
They've got shoes that are in the hundreds of dollars. What they did was a one-day deal. It's only one single day. It's exclusive to HSN. You will not find this design anywhere else. And I think they really pulled out all the stops. Even the sole of the shoe has such a great grip. And I'd love you to show that on the blue one if you don't mind.
Yes.
Because I like it. You can really tell, again, these are made to fit into our lifestyle beautifully.
Absolutely. Like you said, it has a really good grip, so you're not gonna be slipping around. We have so much comfort. Not only is it a beautiful and sleek design, but we have structure and flexibility. It's that true slip-on sneaker. We have these pulls at the tongue and the heel, which make it really easy to put on and off. If you have dogs, I have 3 of them. I know, we're crazy.
You are crazy. We have them in a 6-month-old. Oh,
It's
God bless
Our
you.
house is a crazy house, okay? Let me tell you, everyone's like, is she a good sleeper? I'm like, we have 3 dogs. Like, she's going to sleep through a hurricane, honestly. She's not the best sleeper, but she can sleep through noise. So that's the good thing about having 3 dogs and a baby. But when I'm walking my dogs, this is the shoe I'm gonna grab for. When I'm running errands, this is a shoe I'm going to grab for. When I'm going on vacation, it's very hard for me to stay under that 50-pound limit. Lightweight, whoop. This is the shoe I'm packing because it's not only lightweight, it's sleek, and I can wear it all day. We were saying, if you're lucky enough to be on cobble streets in Europe, this is the shoe you want because it's gonna move with your foot. It gives you stability. We have this elastic band at the vamp that allows the shoe to really hug your foot, but it's non-binding. It's not going to give you blisters. It's not going to bruise your foot. Then we have the breathable upper. It's so breathable. It's so flexible. If you have bunions, if you have a wonky toe, this is the shoe that's not going to rub or cause that problem. You were saying that you have a problem with the little bone on your ankle, Suzanne.
Yeah, this bone, whatever that is. I don't know what it's called.
Right, I don't actually know
ankle
either.
bone.
Your ankle bone, and that it rubs. For me, it's the back of the foot.
Because sometimes they make them too padded.
Yes.
And they really rub on that thing.
They do, it's super uncomfortable. That happens to me too, and the back of my foot, I always get a blister. I have like a permanent mark there from having so many blisters. And this, because we have this beautiful stretch shoulder all around the ankle of the foot, stretching it, look at this. That flexibility, it's not going to rub. It's actually going to conform to your foot and really feel customized.
Yeah. Now, I gotta give you a quick update. Here we go. If you want the black, now remember this is solid black, except for there is a little bit of white detail right here, or gray. It's actually gray.
Yeah.
But basically it's solid. This to me is the one, like if you're wearing a pair of trousers and you cover that up, you could probably get away to wearing these to work, even though you maybe don't necessarily wear a tennis shoe to work, right?
Absolutely.
These you could, because look, they're solid black, unlike the tie-dye, which is the contrast. A little funkier, more hip, obviously.
Yeah.
This is a little more discreet, right? All right, between these two, it's funny because last hour, the white with the soft tie-dye was the best seller. These have now gone neck and neck. So between the solid black and the solid white, basically, with just that little color, these are the 2 most popular. Now, we do have ways to wear this, and Lee, who is the head of all of our stylists here at HSN, she decided to put together a little video to help us out.
Ooh, I love Lee.
Hey, my fashionable friends, this is HSN style expert Lee coming to you with fashionable looks featuring FILA. Now let's get into my look. This is my favorite way of wearing kicks. I love a maxi dress or any dress, really. With the blazer over it, it's like my go-to look. This Giuliano one is perfect. You can rock your favorite pair of jeans, add a cool jacket. Here I opted for a bomber for just a different edge to the look. Now let's get into a third look. You can rock the white sneakers for a little pop, or you can use your blue for a tonal look. This is the perfect look for the weekend. Okay, my fashionable friends, remember there's no rules in fashion, just own that look.
She's just so fabulous.
I love her so much.
I love her so much.
And she's right. That is when she wears a dress with a blazer on it. She'll rock a tennis shoe.
Totally.
And Leah's not afraid of print and color. I can tell you that.
Not at all.
And she's always saying to me, Suze, you need to wear more prints. You got to wear more prints. And so she's encouraging me to do that. But I love the fact that with her examples, it was a dress with a cute little funky blazer and then a great little tenny on. And then she took it to a pair of jeans. That's sort of obvious, but just really updated. And guys, there's a difference of wearing a tennis shoe with strings or a sneaker with strings versus this smooth design. It's just like going from, I don't know, Saturday morning really casual to a little bit more elevated. You know, maybe you're gonna go to a great festival this summer. And again, or maybe you're gonna go to a barbecue. This is always the tough one. You've been invited to somebody's house and they're maybe a boss, right? And you're going to a summer barbecue and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna wear just tie-up tennies. Those are way too casual.
Right.
But you don't wanna be overly dressed.
No.
This is the perfect shoe because there's no laces. And once you go non-lace, I swear to you, you'll be hard-pressed to ever want to go back to lace-up shoes. They're fun, they're easy. The slip-on, slip-off couldn't get any simpler than this. It's awesome because you never have to bend down and fiddle with your tennies. Now watch, I'm literally putting them on standing up. And because you get these little, I call them helper handles, it's kind of like cookware.
Yes.
Okay, there, it's back. They couldn't even shoot me doing it. It was so fast. But isn't that true, don't you think, Caitlin? When you move into non-lace-up, not having to fiddle with it, it is very difficult to go back to a lace-up shoe.
I agree 100% because of that ease. I mean, look how you just slipped that on and off.
I did.
It's like if you weren't really paying attention, you didn't even know that happened.
Right.
Because it's that ease. And then like you said, it's also the sleek look of it, which really goes to our brand at FILA, our heritage, our DNA. We're from Biella, Italy. We've been in Milan Fashion Week. We've been worn by some of the greatest athletes in the entire world, performing the greatest athletic, legendary moments. But then we also are a lifestyle iconic brand, always pushing the boundaries on fashion, truly trying to make performance beautiful. And it's not just performance on the courts, it's performance in our everyday life. Right. And the Twin Accolade is perfect for that because it is a shoe you can truly wear day to night. You can wear it to work. Like we saw Lee talk about, she paired it with that beautiful dress and a blazer and she looked so professional. Yeah. Or like you said, you wanna go to a barbecue or one of those events that's just hard to dress for, that you're like, oh, I don't wanna be overdressed, I don't wanna be underdressed, but I'm going to be on my feet all day and I wanna be comfortable. Right. This is the go-to shoe. Or you're traveling. The lightweight aspect of the shoe is just incredible.
It's fantastic.
And it's that EVA midsole that's lightweight, stretchy, flexible. We have the breathability, like we talked about for those hot summer months, or just in general, even when it's not hot. My feet always sweat. That may be TMI, but my feet always sweat. And so I love having a breathable shoe. And it's very hard to find.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. And what happens is, let's look at the construction again on the top of this. Most tennis shoes, when you get them at home, especially tie-up shoes, to hold the holes, you know, the eyelets to tie your shoes, they do a whole lot of plastic up here. They actually use plastic, believe it or not. And you always think after a couple hours, why are my feet so darn hot? It's because you're literally wrapping your entire foot in plastic. That's how they create a lot of those sneakers out there. You can see once you eliminate the need to have the eyelets, you can go to this mesh. And I'll tell you, the mesh design is one of the hippest designs. If you ever watch NBA basketball players coming in and off the bus or they're walking around, look at the shoes they're wearing. They're always in tennis style shoes. Right. The vast majority are wearing mesh slip-ons. It's just the cool thing to do. It is. It's really hip. And then you'll find out there's comfort and convenience about wearing mesh as well. But I love the fact, as you said, you've got the wonky toe, the weird arch, the weird pinky that sticks out too much. This entire front is gonna not only breathe, but it's gonna really almost custom fit your foot. Then you've got the comfort around the back edge. Where you need a little bit more support is gonna be the back heel and here on the sides. But look at this, even when I squish this part in, you can see it's not super hard and rigid.
It's not, and that's not going to give you blisters. It's not going to give you bruises. I've had tennis shoes that have literally given me bruises. Like you said, when it has that padding and it keeps hitting that one spot on your ankle over and over, it's so uncomfortable. This shoe is truly like the design of a slipper in a way. It feels like you're wearing a slipper. It is that comfortable. There's enough structure to it though, that it's not just sliding off your foot. It really moves and you're not unstable. You're going to be very stable in these. There's structure to it, but there's a lot of flexibility and there's so much breathability that it really becomes a custom fit to your foot.
All right, so I'm gonna do, if you don't mind, Caitlin, I'm gonna run over here. We've got, oh, I've lost 2 of my girls. I got 2 left. You guys are like dropping like flies, my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna get a couple outfits real quick. So cute, Cara. We've just got a really easy outfit to wear, and she really pulled the colors out of the black tie-dye in her outfit. And again, that's so fun. It's just, you know, I think that's where we are in style today.
Yes.
You know, we never, you know, we're like, okay, I do not wanna wear a high shoe. I don't want a sloppy sandal that's all over the place, especially if you're gonna be walking a lot, or you're gonna be moving. You know, you really want to look pulled together and cute, and now, again, elevated because of the style of the FILA. And then, of course, I love it. I love to see it more in a blazer look, because this looks so cute. Hello, darling. We got the cute little blazer, little tee. These are our pants from Democracy from last hour. They're on sale. They're a super good deal, so check it out on hsn.com. And then, again, the perfect denim tenny pull-on sneaker to go with it because of that beautiful blue. And I think, Kaylin, too, they really nailed that blue color, so it does work with all denim colors.
It does. We can do a really light wash of denim. We can do a deep denim. We can do a black denim. And this infinity blue is going to pull out all those colors because it's almost a slate blue. So it's very beautiful. It's light. It's elegant. And it looks fabulous on Danya with the jean and the blazer. Like you said, wear it all day. It's elevated. It's sleek. It's true to our DNA at FILA, which is performance that is beautiful.
Yeah, and I think it just, I love it. We all need a great sneaker in our lives. Like,
Totally.
Don't you love wearing sneakers? Like, I love to wear sneakers. I try to wear them. I wear them I love them, right? I put sandals on, I'll slip into a high heel to come to work, but most of the time I'm in sneakers, right? And just really to have that brand, that name, that quality, and an exclusive style you can only get at HSN. Okay, I did get an update from my producer. He said the white tie-dye, the one that I have on, the one right here with this really soft, I think very feminine style, this is gonna be the first to sell out today. So if you are gonna get it, by the way, the toe bed is very comfortable. You can see it's nice and wider without looking like a duck. And then look at that flexibility. I mean, this, you know, you're just gonna love this shoe. I sure hope you'll try it tonight. If you want the white tie-dye though, I wouldn't wait too much longer to grab the size that you need. All right, Miss Kaylin, we'll see you later.
See you later,
Thanks
Suzanne.
for hanging out. It was fun.
It was a blast as
All
always.
right, she's gonna hang out all day with us. All right, we have more to come. Stay with me. A lot of you, in fact, already over 200 of my Bermudas have been swept out the door. We've got that coming up. But first, I want to talk about a really fun launch. I'm a little bit jealous.